All right. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashem Yahushua, Bashem Kakwadash. I want to give double honor to the apostles of GMS that rule of well, and peace, blessings, salutations to the hopeful elect that's out there, striving and maintaining. As you see the title, be not equal. What is it? I don't forgot what the hell name the video, but you see the what is it? The thumbnail. Leave the world behind. I think I named the title of the lesson. Be not equal with the world. We'll start off with Ephesians 5 because the Lord charged us, Yahweh charged us to be likened unto him and make our body the living sacrifice. And being around people that's like-minded in these last days is very important in these last days because it's a nuisance. It's a thorn. It's like a literal thorn on the side. Being around people that don't know what's going on. They're still their thoughts are in the world. They think America's gonna get back greater. It's gonna become. It's gonna going to go back flourishing as it once was. Don't really understand. Yahweh Shah's coming. He's very. He's at the door. But Ephesians 1:5-1. Matter of fact, let me hold on real quick. It says, living in the light. I'm going to the GNT. So Ephesians 5:1, since you are Yahweh's Bashem Yahushua, dear children, you must try to be like him. Your life must be controlled by love. Let me understand we live in a world where here in America, especially here in America in the West, everything is completely against the Bible. Everybody, loves evil. Everybody loves the mischievous things. Everybody wants bunches of riches, material, and never-ended, insatiable covetousness spirit. And this is why you can't fuck with these people out here, because what's really gonna happen when you fuck with people in the world? They're so ungrateful. That spirit is gonna jump upon you. So here it is. Yes, and like I say, certain brothers, yes, we stress. It's part of this flesh. We stress sometimes. Those demons be fucking with us because we're in this current state. We're being oppressed. We're sometimes the upkeep of Esau gets to us. But one thing I can say, the Lord really does have is behind us, because one thing I can say, you know, one thing you could really be thankful for, the Lord allows us to have a roof over our head, means of transportation, food to eat, clothes to wear. You read in the book of Ecclesiastes. You start to really understand. You actually have joy and be thankful for what the Lord's done. And just like I'm gonna get it as well. Not looking upon tomorrow, or think about how the Lord does the birds, because people don't fail to realize, and when these the brothers that have ever left America, or the people that have ever left America, or actually, how you say, been in fucked up predicaments and situations, they can speak on. When you go overseas, people are actually really thankful for the little things of life. you know um I've been amongst the islands, I grew up in the islands. So you know the thought process was different on a living situation, living quarters, and living in the dwelling of your living. um how you say, so when you go across different places of the world, it's not about this big ass mansion, a Lamborghini, buns, tons of riches and excessive wants that you would never get. So basically, but you would be thankful for having a house, car, sufficient hands, strong hands, um, your hands being technical, having food to eat, having clothes on your back, and then having a sound mind. That's the most blessful thing you can have in this, especially in this world we living in now. So that's things like that are very important, and the reason why you don't want to keep company with wicked ass niggas, because they don't really understand the meaning of life. They just think stealing, murdering, lusting, the flesh, a never-ending insatiable desire that they would never, ever, ever be able to obtain, especially in this day of age. But it said, just as Yahweh Shah loved us and gave his life for us as a sweet smelling offering and sacrifice that pleases Yahweh Shah. And yes, indeed, because he understood that he was blessed as well, because hey, him being the son of Yahweh and doing what he did, and now he's on the right hand of Yahweh. He understood the meaning of and the purpose of life, to lay down his life for his people. Same thing as us. We understand the message, we understand what we have to do, we understand the job. So there's no looking back, and we understand. The Lord blesses us for what's suitable for us, and was and it long allows us to keep going forward and keep pushing. But that whole abundance of insatiable desires that the world has, man, to hell with all of that. That's one thing. Majority of these women, they love, they lust for, and then these 2/3 niggas. So let me see. Matter of fact, Salaki. Going back to the GNT. KJV. So Ephesians 5:3. But fornication and all uncleanness or covetousness, let it not be once named among you, as becometh saints. So the Lord is dealing with us. He polishes us. He takes us through certain things to make this mind of ours sharp and sound and on point. But the other, the regular common folk citizen here in America, they don't take heed or take regard on what's going on. They don't care what's going on. It's like the brother Abaya, beloved brother Abaya that's in the camp. He brought out this past weekend that it's going to be what is it? Then what he said, another sign. I think it's going to be damn, if I'm not mistaken. He said something about it's going to be like an X, something like an X that's going to go across the earth, or go across. Yeah, I believe it'll go across the earth, that you're going to be able to see. If I'm not mistaken, there's going to be two great signs that's going to happen here in next year. But to the common eye, they're not going to understand what's going on. Again, they're being guided toward 2024 election. A lot of majority of people see what is it, Biden was a fuck up, but they don't understand that was purposely done. So it says neither filthiness nor foolish talking nor jesting, which are not convenient, but rather giving of thanks, because everybody knows about Beyonce, Jay-Z, P. Diddy, Biggie, Tupac. Everybody knows what's going on with the rappers. It's funny as hell, because I was talking with my sister. We had a little, how you say, when I get around my sister, we started talking. But she kept trying to, how you say, compare things. All she really knew was like, yo, Beyonce. I'm like, yo, how the fuck? Why the hell you keep using Beyonce as like your standard, or like your fashion statement, or you know what I'm talking about. But prior to our people really understanding, who's important, the prophets, the apostles, our Lord Yahweh, Yahweh Shah, and even our elders, men, and our people don't have even forgotten about this back prior history of Jake just fighting, stopping for our people. So again, Jake has lost himself and he has really lost him what life is for, what life is about. In this life of ours, you're supposed to you lay your life down for your nation. Everything is about your nation. You're supposed to be racist. Yes, a racist, prejudice. How you say person as a what do you say in this walk. You're going to be prejudiced and racist because what we're for our people, and that's what every man of his nation. Hey, that's how it is. It says for this ye know that no whoremonger, nor unclean person, nor covetous man who is an idolater have any inheritance in the kingdom of Yahweh Shah and of Yahweh. And if you're covetous, let's look at the word covetous. So covetous means marked by an inordinate desire for wealth or possessions or for another's possessions. And our people are has a strong insatiable desire for Esau's possession. Our people want to be equally yoked with Esau. Our people want to be equally in one with America. So again, fucking with 2/3 and fucking with niggas in the world, that's really, that spirit is going to jump upon you, and that's not a spirit you want to have when you, because again, when you just look at niggas every day, you can clearly see they're not going nowhere. Niggas think they're going somewhere, but niggas is not going nowhere. That's why you always get on the so-called black woman here in America. She swear, she's in total delusion, and she thinks she's getting somewhere. Her holding around, not want to listen, talking shit, being uncontrollable. She thinks she's getting somewhere, because Esau has allowed her to have this great delusion. And same thing with you niggas. But, again, the family household has been destroyed. The image of the so-called black man, Hispanic, Latino man has been, purposely destroyed in front of the men. So again, we have no role models, no righteous role models. And our mothers have raised us, and our mothers raised us to basically feminize us and to keep us in straits for her purpose. So again, all your mother really has taught you was desire for wealth and possessions of this world. And that's why our parents lied to us. You can do whatever you want, baby, as long as you put your mind forth to it. But that was one of the biggest lies ever. So it says, let no man deceive you with vain words, for because of these things cometh the wrath of Yahweh upon the children of disobedience. And that's what's going to happen upon the 2/3. Be not ye therefore partakers with them. So they gotta let them niggas alone, because again, we don't, again, certain brothers worry about stupid things, worry about stupid shit. You overstress yourselves out. You start to get into this depressive state, not realizing, how blessed you really are. And again, knowing this truth, man, you are way above, far above everybody on earth. Sometimes you got to think about it. Sometimes I think about it as well. How the Lord chose me out of all the people, and I used to look up to a lot of people. I looked up to a lot of. I actually knew some genuine people. I knew some genuine, men, and I used to look up. I used to look up to them, man. I was like, yo, you know. But the thing about it, I sit back at time like, damn, the Lord didn't choose them. The Lord chose me. So that's very honorable. And that's why you have to be thankful, even and praise Yahweh Bashir Shah that He chose you to be that vessel. Because this is a very important role to have, the most honorable thing ever. And that's why you got to take this thing serious. And that's why you can't be equally yoked with niggas. Stupid ass bitches. This is some scumbag niggas. It's not for your best interests. Because again, that spirit will rub off on you, and you will be talking that bullshit, that vanity, that shit that ought not to be coming out of your mouth. You're trying to compete. You talk to niggas. Their conversation is here. 10 years later, 5 years later, 25 years. you know, my kids, I'm gonna buy a house, and you know, I'm gonna get this and all of this, and you know, I'm gonna do this to my car. I'm gonna, you know, buy the Rams, and you know, I'm gonna get the 2030 Porsche. You get what I'm talking about. You know, you look up to rap. You know, these rap niggas say all a bunch of bullshit, and have you thinking, oh yeah, if I do that, I can do this, and you know, if I do that, I can do this. It's bullshit. And here it is. You don't you're forgetting the important things of life. And let me get that real quick. Lowest where I can find is in Sirach being used. Yeah, yep. Sirach 39 and 26. The principal things for the whole use of man's life are water, fire, iron, and salt, flour of wheat, honey, and milk, and the blood of the grape, and oil, and clothing. But it said all things are good to the godly, so to the sinners they are turned into evil. So, you know, this is, you know, if you have these things, it's like, let me get that at Ecclesiastes if I can find it. Hold on, real quick. Let me see if this is the right one. I guess I'm gonna start with this one. Ecclesiastes 9 and 7. Go thy way, eat thy bread with joy, and drink thy wine with a merry heart, for Yahweh now accepteth thy works. Let thy garments be always white, and let thy head lack no ointment. Live joyfully with the wife whom thou lovest, all the days of thy life of thy vanity, which he hath given thee under the sun, all the days of thy vanity, for this that is thy portion in this life, and in thy labor which thou takest under the sun. Now again, you know, like the scripture said, let thy garments always be white. So trying to always strive for perfection and do the right thing. Let the head lack no ointment. Live joyfully with the, you know, if you have one, and if you have a woman that chooses to delight in you, so be it. You understand? In this world we living in, these women, majority of these women ain't worth a fuck, and they're against you. They hate you. They're against men, and you know this feminism movement that Esau pushed is to a whole different another level of destruction. You know, women really envy men. They want to be like us, but instead of literally sitting there trying to fight us, they do it by the courts, and they do it by, how you say, trying to gain power over the into how you say, snares and traps. But it says which he have given thee under the sun all the days of thy vanity, for that is thy portion in this life. So basically, you know, the point is, you know, if you have the means of, you know, joy, a house, how you say, means to use your hands for little for substance for daily bread, hey, you know, enjoy it. You know, don't overburden yourself. You got this truth, you know, but the only thing about it, you know, through the truth, you have to filter certain things out, so you won't cause no grief or cause no pain in this work, in this walk of in this walk of ours. Whatever thy hand findeth to do, do it with thy might. For there is no work, no device, no knowledge, no wisdom in the grave, whither thou goest. So again, in this life, you know, this present life that we're living in, you know, we have to put forth effort in, you know, in certain things that we do. Just like, for instance, in this truth, you have to put your, how you say, your best foot, Right? What did it say? All your might, into this truth. And again, if you're gonna work out, if you're gonna do certain things in this world as well, hey, be on point. Going back to Ephesians. So it said, "For ye were sometimes darkness, but now are ye light in the Lord. Walk as children of the light. For the fruit of the Spirit is in all goodness and righteousness and truth." So that's what we have to be partaking in, especially around brothers that's like minded. Like for instance, in this, your cousin, your family in these days of time, they're getting ready for Christmas. It's a guy, a cousin of mine, talking about, yo, come over here, put up some goddamn trees. I said, yeah, right. You're out your fucking mind, you know. I'm not trying to get in the Christian spirit. I've never been in the Christian spirit. The hell with the Christian spirit. If the Christian spirit was so good and so godly and so purposely for our nation, it would be, how you say, it would be a good pattern of works that would have come from this. And I never forget, on my sister's side, you know, through her dad's side, we had different fathers, but on her father's side, they used to do the Christmas Carol faithfully until all of her uncles and all the old died out, and that shit died out right with them. We used to go to this house, and I never forget when I was a kid. I was, young as hell. I don't think I was a teen yet. I never forget. And they used to go up and we used to go in his crib. They used to have the pork, the piano. Her uncle on the piano. The uncle. Then you had you had a big mama. Uh, she was real old, so they just have her out there on the bed. House be packed. Singing every Christmas carol there is. But my point is this: when that died out, it died out. It was no, oh, I'm gonna teach the young for the next generation nah, it was none of that. So that Christmas spirit died with it. So that's what I'm saying. Have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness, but rather reprove them, because we had to understand, how blessed we are in this truth and having this light. So we had to know how to control this vessel of ours. So it says, have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness, but rather reprove them. For it is a shame even to speak of those things which are done of them in secret, because a lot of people are doing things in secret to do what? Obtain certain things in this life. But when we see, wherefore he said, awake thou that sleepest and arise from the dead, and Yahushua shall give thee light. And that's why, through the light that he giveth us, we shine. And we understand the real necessity and important things of life. So that's why, again, we're not going to stress or really burn ourselves out to the point we need to smoke cigarettes, smoke weed, vape, do crack cocaine, and a heavy abundance of alcohol to soothe our pain, because we understand it's a great reward for us coming. Another thing too, that what is it? You only live one life spirit, that really has fucked up a lot of our people as well, because they're trying to get it now. I think that's in Sirach, either Sirach 2, no, Wisdom of Solomon, the second chapter, which goes into how our people, 2/3 of our people, they want everything now. They want the abundance and the delicious things of this world now. So it said, redeeming the time because the days are evil. Slocky. Let's skip 15. See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time because the days are evil. So let me go. Damn. Trying to think. Shit. Hold on. Here we go. So Luke. Luke 12. Let me see where I'm going to start at. All right, so I'm going to start at verse 7. So Luke 12 and 7. But even the very hairs of your head are all numbered. Fear not, therefore, ye are more value than many sparrows. Let me see what it says in the GNT. Luke 12. So yeah, Luke 12 and 7. Even the hairs of your head have all been counted, so do not be afraid. You are worth much more than many sparrows. Verse 8. And go to the confessing and rejecting Yahushua. I assure you that those who declare publicly that they belong to me, the Son of Man, will do the same for them before the angels of Yahweh. But those who reject me publicly, the Son of Man will also reject them before the angels of Yahweh Bashem Rashad. And the reason why is that because our people have been blinded by the creature who is Esau, the power of this world, the God of this world. And he throws a bunch of snares and traps in front of our people to mislead them and misguide them. Verse 10, whosoever says a word against the Son of Man can be forgiven, but whosoever says evil things against the Holy Spirit would not be forgiven. Hold on. Slaki. No, damn, my bad. Salaki. Matter of fact, we start at 16. Then Yahushua told them this parable, Salaki again. There was once a rich man who had land which bore good crops. He began to think to himself, I don't have a place to keep all my crops. What can I do? This is what I would do, he told himself. I would tear down my barns and build bigger ones where I would store the grain and all my other goods. This is in the GNT. Then I would say to myself, lucky man, you have all the good things you need for many years. Take life easy, eat, drink, and enjoy yourself. But Yahweh said to him, you fool, this very night you will have to give up your life. Then who will get all these things you have kept for yourself? And Yahushua concluded, this is how it is with those who pile up riches for themselves but are not rich in Yahweh's sight. So, basically it was going into, all this striving for riches and so forth and not being content and not really understanding what's more important, And nothing's wrong with, laboring, using your hands to labor and make, daily bread. But this whole mindset of, this great abundance and insatiable desires, that's wicked as hell. Because you'll never be satisfied. These eyes and this flesh, man, it can never be, especially on this side that we're in. But in the kingdom, the Lord, Yahweh is going to allow, all our heart's desire. So in this, basically the point, you really have to control your flesh and really need to be rebuked at times and really be, how you say, nourished up and polished. So verse 22, then Yahweh said to the disciples, and I'm going to end it. And so I tell you not to worry about the food you need to stay alive or about the clothes you need for your body. Life is much more important than food, and the body much more important than clothes. Look at the crows. They don't plant seeds or gather a harvest. They don't have storage rooms or barns. Yahweh feeds them. You are worth so much more than birds. Can any of you live a bit longer? Be worrying about it. If you can't manage eat such a small thing, why worry about the other things? Look how the wildflowers grow. They don't work or make clothes for themselves, but I tell you, they're not even King Solomon with all his wealth had clothes as beautiful as one of these flowers. It is Yahweh who clothes the wild grass that is here today and gone tomorrow, burned up in the oven. Won't he be all the more sure to clothe you? What little faith you have. So don't be all upset, always concerned about what you will eat and drink. And that's what I'm saying. Don't all this variation of what we don't have. Just sit back and think and realize what we do have. Again, the Lord has blessed. Lord has blessed. Going back to in the beginning of the lesson, if you've been to North Philly, certain parts of Jersey, certain parts of New York, certain parts of Ohio. If you look at the situation, what's going on in Los Angeles, Mexico, certain South America, Central America, Venezuela, Cuba, certain parts of Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, which is a high oppression, even Haiti. You look at the situation in Haiti. If you look at these places, and then look at what we have, a lot of problems will really, be removed because again, a lot of brothers we worry about stupid shit, but not really understand how the Lord blessed us with again having a crib of ours, crib. I mean, a meaningful whip, um, clothes to wear, in hands that we can labor and use to make our daily bread. Until, of course, when all hell break loose. But then, if the Lord is dealing with us on this manner, how much more when all hell break loose? So again, all that stupid variation of certain things, man, you let that shit fly. And that's why, if you have a woman, you really need to you really need to check her ass because she needs sometimes just shut the fuck up as well. So it says, for the pagans of this world are always concerned about all these things, for your Father knows that you need these things. Instead, be concerned with his kingdom. And he will provide you with these things. So again, just be thankful for, the things we have and how you have prolonged, became better and journeyed through this truth. And especially knowing the certain Akim the fellowships, and us having elders, great elders that we have, men that will rebuke us, and this again is be thankful for certain things, because again your ass can be in Haiti right now, you can be in Cuba right now, you can be in Dominican Republic right now, you can be somewhere where there's a bunch of poverty, and you heard what in the Proverbs 30 it says, "Give me not poverty, where you could where thou had to steal and put their name to shame." Now I've been to certain places, man. And when you go there, it's like, yo, god damn, Esau's a motherfucker, and I see why they got to do certain things over there. But you pretty much get the point. And with that, shalom.